glad we're all together. Today I wanted to talk to you about pranayama. Pranayama is just simply breath control. And it's what we do in yoga when we bring mindful attention to our inhales and exhales, and we connect our movement to our breath. And so I thought today we would just breathe, just take a minute. To heart center and just close our eyes and maybe just reflect on the fact that there is tremendous power in tapping into our breath in a mindful way and connecting it with our body and our soul so that we can really promote healing and really control that piece of our awareness that allows us to experience a better sense of well-being. So if we just bring our inhale in and a nice cleansing breath out through our mouth. One more cleansing breath in through your nose and a big exhale through your mouth. And then you can flutter open your eyes and just breathe and stop. If your thoughts take you away from your breath, just acknowledge them, observe them, but just bring your attention back to centering yourself through your breath and try to even out those inhales and exhales. And maybe relax your hands down with your palms facing up and just the backs of your hands resting on your thighs. And just scan your body and see if you're holding any tension. And as you inhale, bring that breath to that part of your body. And as you exhale, just exhale, release. Soften your face, soften your shoulders. And then as you inhale, when you get to the top of your breath, I'd like to invite you to hold there for a few seconds until you feel you need to exhale. And then allow yourself to exhale completely. And at the end of your exhale, hold there for a few seconds until you feel you need to inhale again. You find the length of time that you hold, but try to even out your inhales and your exhales and hold at the top and bottom of your breath. And just try to find a rhythm. And feel your abdomen expand as you inhale. Maybe put your hand on your abdomen and on your chest. And feel your belly expand as you inhale all the way up to your chest, up to your sternum. And as you exhale, feel your belly constrict and bring your belly button in towards your spine, squeezing out that last breath of air. One more breath like this with a hold at the top and bottom. And then when you finish your last round, just bring your hands to your thighs and flutter open your eyes. And then just sit up nice and tall and be mindful of your posture, tucking your chin back so that your ears, shoulders, and hips are in alignment. And then just drop your chin, your ear over to your shoulder. A nice gentle stretch. And maybe extend that left arm out, thumb down, pushing back. And then inhale, lift your chin, leave your thumb down. Exhale, bring your chin towards your armpit, make your thumb, raise your thumb up. Inhale, chin up, thumb down. Exhale, chin down, thumb up. And keep going with that rhythm, chin up, thumb down. One more. And then bring your chin back to neutral and back to center. Drop your arm back to your thigh. And maybe bring your chin forward a little bit, stretch out the back of your neck. And then gently lift your chin back to center. And then extend that right arm back, out, thumb down, and drop your left ear to your left shoulder. And just like gravity, pull it down, relax. Just take a nice breath here. And stretch that right arm back. And bring your chin closer towards your shoulder, so you're getting a deeper stretch. And then start to inhale. Lift your chin, leave your thumb down. Exhale, chin towards your chest, thumb up. Inhale, chin up, thumb down. Keeping both feet rooted on the earth. Inhale, chin to chest, towards your armpit, thumb up. One more time, chin up, thumb down. And chin down, thumb up. Bring your chin to your chest, drop your arm back to your thigh. Just let your head hang forward. Feel the stretch across the top of your shoulders. Sit up nice and tall, making a nice long spine. Space between each of those vertebrae. And then gently lift your chin up and let your chin continue on up all the way to the ceiling. Drop your head back as far as feels comfortable. Keeping those shoulders relaxed away from your ears. And just take a couple breaths here. And then slowly bring your chin back to neutral. Now, if you can grab hold of your strap or whatever you're using for a strap, and just have the strap be arms width apart. And Jamie and Skip, if you can kind of wrap that strap around your right arm and lift it, let it. You with me? There you go. Okay. Straight up. Try to get your arms straight in front of you, right out, even with your chest. So drop your arms, Bob, a little bit down so that your wrists are even with your shoulders. There you go. Inhale, nice long spine here. Don't move your arms. Inhale, long spine. Exhale, lift your arms up overhead, straight, even with your ears. Biceps even with your ears as best you can. Exhale, come on down. And then inhale to straight up. No, right here in front of you. Exhale is where the exertion comes when you lift. Exhale, lift. Stay here on the inhale. Nice long spine. Exhale, come forward with your arms to your chest. And then inhale, stay here. Long spine. Exhale, lift. So the exhale is always on the exertion. Inhale, lift. Exhale, down. Trying to work on that rotator cuff. Inhale, straight spine. Exhale, lift. Good, Jamie. Good, Skip. Inhale, lift. Exhale, down. Stay right here. Inhale, long spine. Exhale, twist to the right. Come on back to center. Inhale, long spine. Exhale, twist to the left. Keeping both sit bones in the chair. Twist is coming from your thoracic, from your rib cage. Come on back to center. Inhale, straight spine. Exhale, twist again. This time maybe a little deeper. Both feet on the floor. Come back to center. Inhale, straight spine. Last one, twist to the left and try to get deeper, keeping those sit bones in the chair, keeping the shoulders away from your ears. Come back to center. Release your strap to your legs for a minute. Shake out your arms, rotate your shoulders forward and back. And take the strap behind your back. Again, hip width, shoulder width apart this way. And you're going to inhale straight, exhale, push up. Okay? So inhale, long spine, behind your back. Exhale, lift up. You might have to scoot forward in your chair. And then release. So you can even sit sideways in your chair if that helps. So you want a nice long spine. You want to keep your grip on the strap at the width of your shoulders, right? So you're squeezing your shoulder blades together. So inhale, long spine. Exhale, lift. You should feel the squeeze in your shoulder blades. Neutral neck and drop. And let your shoulders come forward. So inhale, lift, straight spine. Exhale, arms up, squeeze your shoulder blades. You should feel it in your biceps, in your triceps. All right, and your shoulders. Come on back down. And let's let this be the last one. And you can always have a wider grip if you need it. Ready? Inhale, straight. Exhale, lift your arms. Squeeze your shoulder blades. And release. Okay, and just drop your strap for a minute. Take your right arm, stretch it across your body. Just get some release here. Just grab hold of the outside of your upper arm. There you go. Maybe drop your chin a little bit.
This way.
And release. Stretch out the other side. Your left arm, just grab hold of the outside of your arm, let it stretch. You should feel the stretch across the back body. And then release. And then give yourself a big hug. Wrap your arms as far around as you can, pulling those shoulder blades apart. Deep breath, head to your chin to your chest rather. Drop your head a little bit. And then release your arms. Let's do some seated cat-cows. So you stay the way you are, but you're going to grab hold of your knees or the tops of your thighs and pull your belly button into your spine, pull your shoulder blades apart, drop your chin. Then inhale, lift your chest, arch your back, pull your shoulder blades together, chin all the way up to the ceiling. Exhale, round your back, pull your shoulder blades apart, feel them expand. Pull your belly button into your spine. And take a couple of these cat-cows on your breath. You exhale when you pull your shoulder blades apart on the cat. And then come back to neutral spine. And kind of come forward on your chair a little bit. Make sure your feet are rooted underneath your knees. And your toes are spread so that you have a nice, secure footing. Both sit bones are seated evenly on your chair. So you might want to even just pull them out a little bit so that your spine can be nice and long. And just be mindful of making space between each of your vertebrae. So try to sit up as tall as you can. Check your posture to see where those ears are falling. If you need to chuck your chin back, then make any micro adjustments that you need. And then I want you to extend your right foot out in front of you. Keeping that same posture. And if you need to sit further back in the chair to give you more support, then you can do that. You decide where you feel. I have a pretty wide seat to my chair, so I like to be a little forward. But you figure out where you need to be to keep your foot ground onto the earth and to be able to lift. So you should feel it in the quads, right, of your right leg. And then bring that foot down. Take a breath. And let's raise the other foot toe pointed to the ceiling. Be mindful to keep those hips and knees and ankles tracking in the same line so that you're not leaning over to one side or the other. Be nice tall spine. Your shoulders are even with your hips, in line with your hips. And your quad is on fire on your left side. And come on down. Let's do it again. Ready? Inhale, lift, right? And now flex and point. Point and flex. And point and flex. And point and flex. Last one. Point and flex and lower that leg. Inhale, lift. And here we go. Point and flex. Working that calf muscle a little bit. Getting the circulation back up to our hearts. Keep it going. And flex. And point. And flex. Last one. Point. And flex. And lower it down. Now come to the edge of your chair. And we're going to just start to walk. Ready? Heels up. Right and left. Keeping your sit bones so your feet are flat on the floor and you're just picking your heels up. So don't raise your legs, just your heels, just your heels. There you go. Just your heels and keep your body nice and tall. Keep it going, faster. There you go. Okay, and slide your heels forward. So now you're on the edge of the chair. Slide your heels forward so you have long, straight legs and find stability here. So you don't want to feel unsafe. If you need to scoot back a little bit, you can. And we're going to hinge at our hips and do a slight forward fold. Keeping your toes pointing up if you can. And hold on to the chair and just forward fold. And remember, make sure you feel stable. So if you need to scoot back in the chair a little bit, that's fine. And you're hinging at your hips so you have a nice straight spine. And feel the stretch in the back of your hamstrings. And then engage your core, hinge from your hips, come straight back up. You doing okay? Yeah? Okay. Let's do it again. Inhale, straight spine. Exhale, hinge at your hips. Forward fold. Hold on to the chair for support. Depending on what you have on, if you have a slippery pair of pants or something, be careful. There you go. You want to feel the stretch in your hamstrings. So flex your toes if you can. And then engage your core. Come on back up. Scoot back in your chair. And then I want you to lift your right leg and hold on to it. Grab underneath your thigh. Make sure that that left foot is rooted in the earth. You have a nice tall spine. And just hug that knee into your chest. And breathe. And extend that foot out. If you can. If not, just hold it in the bent position and then bring it back down. And extend. And down. One last time. Extend. Try not to lean in either direction. Try to keep your shoulders over your hips. And down. And then release that foot to the earth. Not as easy as it looks, right? Okay, inhale, lift that other leg up. Your left leg, nice, tall, long spine. And then when you're ready, Extend. If you can, take it wherever it feels like you feel comfortable going. Make sure that right foot stays rooted on the earth. Make sure your spine is straight and your ears are over your shoulders, so keep them tucked. Keep going. And back. One more. Lift. And down. And release all the way down to the earth. Take out. Now take your strap and put it on the ball of your right foot. Nice long spine. And you don't want you want your shoulders hugging your spine so that it's supporting your spine, and you're sitting up nice and tall. Check your posture. Make sure your chin is tucked back and your toes are pointing up. Make sure your right toe is not splaying in or out. We have a tendency to either supinate or pronate. So check in and make sure that your second toe is kind of in line with your knee. And just hold it here for a minute. We're stretching out our hamstrings. Point your toe up to the ceiling. Good job. Breathe. Pay your attention to your breath. Try to make sure it's nice and even. And then release and relax your foot back down to the earth. Take a breath here. Just relax your shoulders. And when you're ready, inhale, reach forward, grab hold of that left foot with the strap underneath the ball of your foot, keeping those shoulder blades down your back, keeping that right foot rooted in the earth. Check in with your toes, make sure they're pointing up to the ceiling. And make sure your knee, hip, and toes are all tracking and stacked right on top of each other. Nice. Just feel the stretch as you keep pulling that toe back on your left foot. Those toes back, you'll feel the stretch in your hamstring and in your calves. Just be mindful of softening those shoulders. No tension in your upper body. And then slowly release your knee. Bend your knee, release your strap. Now, take your right leg and cross it, your ankle across your thigh, your left thigh. As best you can. Now, if this is your hips are too tight, just leave it here. Just extend, come to the edge of your chair a little bit, extend your left foot forward, and just bring your ankle to your shin. And just kind of walk it up. Just don't ever rest it on your knee until you find a comfortable spot. And if you're here, make sure that your left foot is rooted on the earth, flat, evenly, weight is evenly distributed, and you're sitting up nice and tall. And then just gently open up those hips by putting a little bit of push on your thigh. There you go. Not your knee, just your thigh. Just guide it down a little bit. You're trying to open up your hips. Sit up nice and tall, or maybe just hold on to your shins. There you go. Take your breath. Try to release the tension in your quads so that you can get the stretch in your hips. Just try to be mindful to bring softness and breath to the quads and into your shoulders so that you can just soften your shoulders and let them fall away from your ears. Last breath here. Now continue to cross that leg. Let it come all the way across as far as you can get it. And sit up nice and tall. Then take your right hand to the back of your chair. Your left hand to the outside of your right thigh. Inhale, lift tall. Exhale, gentle twist from your thoracic. You're not pulling with your front hand. You're just leaving it there to guide you. The twist is coming from your rib cage. Inhale tall. Exhale, twist a little deeper. Bringing out all those internal organs, helping the digestive tract. And then come back, unwind, come back to center. And release that top leg down to the earth. Take a minute. Maybe pump your feet, drop your neck, your chin. And then let's get started on the other leg. So lift your left leg, cross your knee, or guide it on your shin on the way up. You find your comfortable position. This is called seated pigeon. And we're going to gently guide that hip open by putting a little pressure on the thigh, keeping that right foot planted on the earth, keeping a nice tall spine. Try to find softness in those tension areas, right? Maybe your neck and your quads. We just want to open up the hips. Nice tall spine. Breathe here. And slowly crisscross your legs as far as you can get them. Sit up nice and tall. Take that left hand to the back of your chair. Take the right hand to the outside of your thigh. Inhale, lift. Exhale, twist from your thoracic. And breathe.
Stretching.
Stay here. Inhale, lift. Exhale, twist a little deeper. And then slowly unwind. And release that left foot back to the earth. Shake out. Okay, let's do forward fold. So scoot yourself to the edge of your chair a little bit. Check in with your alignment. Inhale, arms up. Widen your stance a little bit on the earth. And then exhale, forward fold. Bring your hands down, hinging at your hips to between your feet. Or you can leave them on the tops of your feet. Inhale, half lift. Just straighten your back and come up a little bit. Exhale, slide back down, hands to the top of your feet. And you can even drop your head and drop your hands between your feet. So widen your stance a little bit further. Drop your hands between your feet and just hang like in ragdoll. Head, just let your head hang down. Maybe shake your head yes and no. Keep your feet planted on the earth. And then slowly engage your core. Bring your hands to the top of your thighs, your feet, and slide your hands up your shins, hands to your tops of your thighs. Push straight up. Keeping a straight back as you come up. Take a breath here. Let's do that again. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, let's bring them to cactus. Inhale, hinge at your hips, come all the way down. All the way down. Drop your hands between your legs, ragdoll your head. Feel the stretch in your lower spine, in your lumbar. Keep your feet planted on the earth. Engage your core, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, hands all the way up your shins to your thighs. Hinge at your hips, straight spine, come straight up. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, cactus. Stay here. Over to the side. Side twist. Keep both sit bones on your chair. Inhale, straight up. Stay here. Inhale. Exhale, side. Keep both sit bones on the chair. Inhale, straight up. One more time. Straight spine. And exhale, over to the side. We're just opening up our side body. Feel the stretch in the right side of your left side of your body. And come on back up. Inhale, straight up. Exhale, open up your left side body. Your right side body. I'll get my right and left right. Yeah. And come on back up. And just release and shake out. Okay, now let's just do some hand exercises. So shake out your hands like you've got water on your hands. You're trying to get all the water splashed off. And then fingers, touch your fingers, thumb to pinky, and work your way back and forth. Pinky and ring finger, keep it moving, boom, boom, boom. And then back the opposite direction, keep it going, working on all those muscles. And then just wiggle your fingers, wiggle every finger so we keep lubricating those little joints in our knuckles. And then rotate your wrists and rotate them all the way around. And let's play the piano. Let's just play nice tinkly piano all the way across. And let's play a little bit more aggressive piano all the way across. And more, even more. And let's do a glissando. Slide all the way across. Boom. All right, good job. All right, take your hands, interlock your fingers, and take your wrists out towards me, your palms of your hand out towards me. And just stretch here, feel the stretch. You can kind of pull your shoulder blades apart as you drop your chin to your chest, get a little stretch in your upper back. And then inhale, straight up, overhead, like we did with the strap. Stay here. Inhale, lift. Exhale, take it over to the side, opening up the side body. Again, this time a little deeper stretch. Shoulders and hips facing me. Come on back up. Use your breath. One more time. Inhale up. Exhale over to your left. Keeping those shoulders between your head between your biceps. Both sit bones on the earth. Come on back up. And then release your arms. Spiral your hands down. Take them out. Okay. Let's build a little heat with some sun salutations. You ready? So widen your stance so that you can drop your belly between your legs. And we're going to go inhale, arms up. Exhale to cactus. Inhale, lift. Exhale, hinge at your hips. Come all the way down to the floor. Inhale, right hand to right shoulder twist. Exhale, back to the floor. Inhale, left hand to left shoulder twist.
Shoulder.
Exhale, back to the floor. Inhale, slide your hands up your shins, hands to your thighs, straight back, all the way up. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, cactus. Inhale, straight spine. Exhale, hinge at your hips, come all the way down. Forward fold. Inhale, right hand to right shoulder twist. Keeping those feet planted on the earth. Inhale, left hand to left shoulder twist.
Shoulder.
All the way down. Slide your hands up your shins to your thighs, all the way up, straight spine. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, cactus. This time, inhale, straight spine, forward fold. This time, you're going to take your hands straight up past your shoulder. Right hand all the way up, gaze follows. Exhale, right hand back to the mat. Left hand all the way up, gaze follows. Right hand back to, left hand back to the mat, and shins up your shins to your thigh, straight spine, come all the way up. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, cactus. Inhale, lift. Exhale, forward fold all the way down. Right hand all the way up, gaze follows. Right hand back to the mat. Left hand all the way up, gaze follows. Hand back to the mat. This time, halfway lift. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. One more halfway lift. Inhale, halfway lift. Straight spine, head down. Forward fold. All the way up this time. Inhale, all the way up, hands to your thighs. Push up, straight spine. Take a breath. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, hands to cactus. Inhale, arms up. Out, forward fold. Right hand up, gaze follows. And to the mat. Left hand up, gaze follows. Back to the mat, halfway lift. Inhale, halfway lift. Gaze down. Forward fold. One more halfway lift. Inhale, halfway lift. Forward fold. All the way up this time. Slide your hands up your shins. Grab hold of your thighs. All the way up. Shake out. Last one. Arms up. Exhale, cactus. Inhale, lift. Exhale, forward fold. All the way down. Right hand up. Forward. Eyes follow. Back down to the mat. Left hand up. Gaze follows. Back to the mat. Halfway lift. Halfway lift. All the way down. One more. Halfway lift. All the way down. This time all the way up. Up your shins. Hands to your thighs. Hinge at your hips. Come all the way up and take a breath. How you doing? You good? Take a breath. And I want to try a warrior two posture. So you're going to need to sit, depending on the width of your chair, how comfortable this is and how much you can stretch your legs. So find a way where you can sit in your chair, where you can bring your right leg to a right angle.
This way.
Sort of in the middle of your chair. I find in the towards a little back of middle, because my chair is pretty wide, but what I would like to see you do, if possible, I'm going to give you two options. So let me show you option one. Option one is to make an L with your both feet, so that you're seated on and you're secure in the chair, and your front toe is pointing to me, and your right toe is pointing out to the side of your body in front of you. Okay, that's option one. Option two, if you have a little more opening, is to scoot back so that the back of your bent knee is even with the side of the chair, and take that back leg, so your left leg, and bring your toes pointing forward so that you see how they're parallel to the short end of my mat. So you're going to shift your shoulders open, raise your arms. So this is a real full body stretch. Hips and shoulders are directed at me, and you've got a nice opening in your back leg. So don't try to pull your back leg straight if that's not in your practice today. It's perfectly okay to do the other version. So then inhale, you're going to take your right hand, put it on your back thigh, and raise your left hand, on your back thigh, and raise your right hand, and your gaze comes up. This is an exalted warrior. And then you're going to bring your forearm of your right hand to the thigh of your bent knee. And this is extended side angle. And then bring that other arm overhead. So you have a side body stretch on your left side. You should feel a long stretch from your tip of your fingers down to your toe, to your bottom of your feet. And then come up, use your core, come up, and back to warrior two. And your gaze is over your right hand, and your right foot is planted on the earth. One more time, ready, exalted warrior. Drop that left hand to your thigh, raise your right arm, and then extended angle, bring that right forearm to your thigh, and the left arm up and over so that your bicep is over your ear. And breathe. Nice long side body stretch. Get rooted on the earth. No tension and no pain in your knees. Back off if you have pain in your knees, and then come on back up to warrior two. Last time. Take a breath here. Expand your arms as far in either direction as you can, and then slowly bring them to the chair, and just easily bring that extended foot, if you had it extended, back to center, and start to walk your feet. Shake out your legs, and let's see how it works on the other side. So find your comfortable seat, whether you need to be further back in the chair or wherever you feel is best for you. Remember, you can just be like this. Perfectly fine. Very good stretch. As long as you have a nice tall spine, you're like an L with your body, a right angle. Or if you want to explore, then drop your hips to the edge of the chair, bring your knee closer to that front of the chair, and then pull that back leg out so that the toe is parallel to me. Pointing to me. And you want your knee, your bent knee over your ankle. And then extend your arms in either direction. Your shoulders are facing me. This is warrior two. So try not to let that back shoulder flop in. Pull that shoulder blades down your back. Straight arms like a T. Right? And just breathe here. Expand it. Like think of someone pulling your index fingers in either direction. So you're making a nice long full body stretch. And then drop your right arm to your right thigh and lift your left arm up for exalted warrior, keeping the integrity of that posture, and then bringing that left forearm to your thigh and your right arm over your head so that your bicep is near your ear, and you have a nice long full body stretch. And breathe. And then come on up. One more time, exalted warrior.
Straight out.
So your right hand is on your right thigh, your left hand arm is up, extended up, and your gaze is following it. Then bring your forearm to your thigh and your bicep to your ear. Keeping that left shoulder pulling forward so that you're opening up your chest and reaching those fingertips over so you have a full stretch from the tip of your toe to the tip of your fingers. Nice. And come on back up. And then slowly and gently walk your feet back to center. And maybe one more time, this time give yourself a big hug. Round your back, pull your shoulder blades apart, and maybe even come drop your chest through, feel a stretch in your back, because we did some nice arches in our back, so we want to just release some of the tension there. And then come on back up. And take a minute. So are we up for blast-offs today?
Oh, no.
You can do this. I agree. Oh, come on. We could do a couple.
Three
So
other.
let's come to the edge of the chair. So you know the drill, right? So you're going to sit on the edge of your chair, knees over ankles. Make sure that you're nice and secure and rooted in the earth. And you have your options to lift off your hips, nose over toes, but your head is up so that you're not going to lose your balance. So you're just going to lift your hips and then lower them, or you're going to come all the way up to standing. Your call, whichever feels right for you today. And we're up to 15. Dare we go 16 or do we stay at 15? 15. 15.
No, no, no.
You do as many as you can. Hang with me, Skip. It's mind over matter. We can do this. Use your breath to get you up and down. So crisscross, hold on, lift, or all the way up. Your call. Ready? Here we go. 15. And exhale. Inhale, stay here. Exhale, come on up. 14. And release. So the exhale is on and coming up. Ready? 10, 13.
Oh.
And release.
Get it up a little.
And 14. Oh, wow. I'm just kidding. 12. You got this. You got this. Come on. Push through your heels. 11. Push down from the feet. Use your feet to get you up. And 10. Push through your feet. Lift your hips. And down. Use your breath. Ready? 9. Push, 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 push. You're doing great, Skip. Come on down. And 8. Lift those hips up. Push through your feet. And down. Push, push. And 7. You're doing great. Come on. Push through your feet. Lift your hips. 6. And down. And nose over toes. 5,
You get it.
and down. We're almost there. Ready? 4. Look at you go. And down. And 3. Push, push, push. We're almost there. We only have a few more. Ready? Here we go. 2. Up, 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 up.
Oh, wait.
And release.
More.
1. Come on. Come on. And come on down. Come on down. And then blast off.
Blast off.
All right. Find your comfortable seat. Take a minute to even out your breath. Close your eyes and get ready for Shavasana. Close your eyes, or at least cast your eyes down to the floor, and just relax your shoulders away from your ears. Bring your focus back to your breath. And give yourself a chance to settle down, to even out your heart rate. Slow up your heart rate, even out your breaths. You did a lot of cardio at the end there, so your heart's probably pounding a little faster, so just take a minute. Try to smooth out your breath.
Good.
And to realize that when there is tension in our body or in our mind, it impacts our overall well-being in every aspect of our being, including our souls. And sometimes we're not even aware of the tension that we hold until we consciously try to release it. So for today's Shavasana, I'd like to guide you through a gentle practice of tension and release. So as I mention a part of your body, I invite you to bring attention or tightness to that region and then release it completely on the next time you exhale. So sit comfortably back, close your eyes, and just connect to your breath. Inhale. Exhale. On your next inhale, bring your attention to your feet. Begin to curl your toes and hold them as tightly as you can for just a brief moment. And then exhale, release that tension completely. Breathe slowly and mindfully in between each body part. And begin to observe the waves of relaxation that pervade your mind and move throughout the remainder of this practice. Inhale and bring your tightness into both legs, pulling them in, holding them in for just a second, squeezing them, and then release. Perhaps relaxing more thoroughly with a deep sigh. So inhale and sigh out. And on your next breath in, bring your focus to the space between your pelvis region and your back. And hold there for just a brief moment. Squeezing. And then exhale. Soften those areas and allow them to melt into the chair that supports you. Inhale. Exhale. Now shift your focus to your abdomen and tighten your core muscles on your next inhale. Tighten. And then exhale. and allow all those muscles to relax completely. Feel a complete sense of surrender in your core. And take a few slow, deep breaths here. And completely relax. And on your next inhale, draw your attention to your hands. Begin to make a fist with each hand. And on your next inhale, squeeze those fists as tight as you can. And then exhale and allow your fingers and your palms to flex open and feel them soften. Feel all the blood flow to each one of those digits. Inhale. Exhale. On your next inhale, pull your arms into your sides, squeezing and holding them as tight as you can. Squeezing the side body. And then exhale, release and allow them to surrender completely to gravity. Inhale. Exhale. On your next inhale, bring a subtle inward pull to your shoulders and your upper chest. Tighten. And then exhale and release. Allowing the shoulders to fall away from the ears and the heart area to soften and open. Inhale, exhale. And now I invite you to focus on the muscles of your face. On your next inhale, tighten your jaw and your cheeks and your forehead. Squeeze. And then release. Feel your tongue fall away from the top of your mouth. Feel your jaw just fall open. Feel your eyebrows just drift apart. Inhale. Exhale. Completely letting go of any tension. And lastly, I invite you to tense on your next inhale your entire body from head to toe, as tight as you can. Tense every muscle and fiber of your being. Hold it, and then release. Complete release. Let go of every muscle. Let those tissues and muscles and fascia, let it all just expand and release and soften, so that you just melt into the surface of the chair. Your feet feel heavy on the earth, and there's not one bit of tension left. You've squeezed it all out. And on this next inhale, just observe your body. Observe the softness, and let gravity nourish you as it holds you safely and comfortably in this chair. And just take a few minutes of silence here to ground your breath and to subtly observe this restful state of mind and body. And at the beginning of class, we practiced inhaling, holding our breath at the top, exhaling, breath at the bottom. So I'd like to leave you with a quote today from Krishnamacharya, who is known as the father of modern yoga. And we all have that divine or that place of pure goodness that we believe in. Some of us call it God. Some of us call it Allah. Some of us refer to it as the universe. Whatever it is to you, you can fill in where Krishnamacharya says God. So on the inhale, this is his quote, inhale, and God approaches you. Hold that inhalation, and God remains with you. Exhale, and you approach God. Hold that exhale and surrender to God. So slowly bring your hands to heart center. Eyes still closed, chin to your chest. And maybe today, as you take this yoga practice off the chair and out into the world, you remember the importance of using that valuable tool of breath to allow you to let go and surrender, to allow you to heal and to experience a sense of well-being. So as always, I send you blessings and gentle hugs. I'll keep you all in my heart, and thank you so much for sharing your practice with me today. Namaste.